Stephan Media, welcome back. A long time no see. This is going to be the follow-up to the Sherrone Moore's case that's going on right now. Apparently he was charged, okay? So without further ado, let's get to it. All right, let's get to Mr. Sherrone Moore. Will, where's your integrity? What? If you're going to present yourself online, at the very least, you have to pronounce people's names correctly. Sherrone Moore. Not Sherrone, Sherrone. Yo, I didn't know. Listen. Okay. Shh. You're right. I can admit when I'm wrong. Stephan, you're right. I know I'm right. Thank you. Okay, well, apparently his name is Sherrone Moore. Thanks to Steph. Hey, you got to be a little bit more polite, dude. All right, so let's go and get to it.
First at 11, a stunning fall from grace at one of college football's most storied programs, and it's now unfolding as a national scandal.
Former Michigan football coach Sherrone Moore, once leading on the sidelines of the Big House, now at the center of a criminal case shaking the university. Good evening, I'm Mike Duffy.
And I'm Carolyn Clifford. Welcome to 7 News Detroit at 11. Moore was arraigned this afternoon and is out of jail tonight on bond.
He's charged with felony home invasion along with additional misdemeanor counts, including stalking.
It is time.
Hold up, look at that again. Felony home invasion, 3rd degree, misdemeanor stalking, domestic relationship, misdemeanor breaking and entering, illegal entry. Man, this dude is a millionaire. He's a millionaire and married and with kids. Yeah, I'm starting to think it's something wrong with men. It's something wrong with our psyche. But I'll get to that later.
Stalking.
It is tied to allegations he confronted his former mistress and threatened to take his own life after he was fired on Wednesday.
Tonight, Team 7 coverage from every angle, the fallout on campus, and the serious legal troubles ahead. We begin with 7 News Detroit reporter Jolie Sherman live outside the Washtenaw County Jail. Jolie, what do we know?
Yeah, Carolyn and Mike, that's right. We know Moore spent 2 nights behind bars here after he was arrested on Wednesday, and now he is out on bond tonight. As for what comes next, a legal expert tells me not to expect a lengthy trial.
This is the people of the state of Michigan versus Sherrone Banfield Moore.
Former Michigan football head coach Sherrone Moore faced a judge for the first time Friday afternoon. He was arraigned on 3 charges, including felony home.
Was it worth it? That's what you always got to ask yourself. That's what you always got to ask yourself. Anytime you're considering doing something that you know can have severe consequences, think if it's worth it. I'm pretty sure if he is able to take that back, he 100% would. Damn.
Misdemeanor stalking and breaking and entering.
He then, at some point soon thereafter, came to her apartment in the address that is alleged in the complaint, barged his way into that apartment, immediately then proceeded to a kitchen drawer, grabbed several butter knives and a pair of kitchen scissors, and began to threaten his own life.
The whole case rings to me, it just calls out as a cry for help.
We asked criminal defense lawyer Neil Rockine what potential punishments Moore could face going forward.
If he's convicted of
a cry for help, okay. These lawyers something else. Do y'all think it was a cry for help, or do y'all think he just crashed out, or do y'all think he was just being a man? You know, like what do you all think about that?
1, 2, or 3 of the offenses, he will very likely face. He could face some jail, although I would say that's doubtful. I would say he more likely will face a period of probation.
In court Friday, the judge set Moore's bond to $25,000 with conditions including a GPS tracker, no contact with his former mistress, and a mental health evaluation.
We consider the defendant to be a risk to public safety, a risk to this victim,
And it is for those reasons that we are asking for those specific conditions.
In a case like this, with charges like this, in a normal circumstance, we'd be requesting a personal recognizance bond and frankly expecting the court to order it. We all know this is not our ordinary circumstance.
But Rockheim believes Moore's bond was too high and that his high-profile status may have influenced this decision, and that a personal bond, meaning no money posted, but a sworn promise to return to court and follow judge's orders, would have been more appropriate.
The average Joe walking into court would have been given a personal bond. I'm telling you, they would have gotten a personal bond.
And while it's still too early to tell, Rockheim suggests a plea deal could be possible, reducing the charges to misdemeanors and avoiding felony convictions. In Ann Arbor, Jolie Sherman, 7 News, Detroit.
It will certainly be interesting to see how this plays out in court.
So what do you think about that? What do you think about that? Like, is it ever worth it to risk, for one, your life, and then your prestigious job for it, right? Any job for that matter, but let alone if you have a really sought after position. I mean, how many coaches are there? Like, it had to be extremely, extremely competitive to get to where he was at, right? Now I spoke about his contract, about how much he was getting paid before, but I didn't break it down. So look at this right here. I wanted more detail on that. So Sherrone Moore's 2024 5-year Michigan contract, 2 years. So he was a coach for 2 years. Okay. Sherrone Moore's 2024 5-year Michigan contract included about $6 million annually based off compensation, with bonuses for success, a $13.9 million payout if fired without cause. But his recent for cause firing for alleged misconduct means Michigan likely won't pay the buyout, as contracts often void such clauses for policy violations, costing him the remainder of the guaranteed money. So if you violate the policy, it's void. The contract is void. Okay, the contract details, the duration was for 5 years from 2024 to 2029. He's in the second year of this. I feel like cursing. His annual compensation was around $6 million total, including a $500,000 base salary, which I mentioned before, and $5.1 million in additional compensation plus bonuses. Performance bonuses, incentives for Big Ten titles, CFP appearances, and national championships. The buyout clause, if fired without cause, approximately $13.9 million, 75% of the remaining pay. So if he was fired, he can get 75% of the remaining pay, which would equate it to $13.9 million. Impact for cause firing. Michigan fired Moore. Oh, we already know that. So this is even more context, okay? It was a 5-year deal, and he was on his second year. I'm smiling, not because it's funny, but I'm smiling because how foolish do you have to be? His contract was worth roughly, doing the math, around $30 million. 30 M's, okay? And he couldn't even go half the time without completely screwing it up, right? All for a female. Mind you, he's married with 3 kids. Does this make any sense to you? I'm starting to think there's something wrong with us men out there, okay? Why do we continue to put ourselves in ridiculous predicaments just for the opposite sex? We all love women. Imagine how long it took for him to train for this and to get that job. I know it had to be awfully competitive. For anything that they pay you millions of dollars for, you got a ton of people that's going for that position, okay? So it wasn't just thrown at him. Like, he had to earn that. And how long did it take for him to earn it? And then he finally got it and was actually performing like pretty damn well to risk it all for a woman. Once again, we love women, but he risked everything. When I say everything, I mean everything, including he was threatening to hurt himself. But nah. I think we need to have some type of scientific research done so we can see why this man continued to do stuff that seems illogical at his offset. okay, that's illogical for you to risk $30 million. And it's other people's more than that, but for his case, $30 million for a side piece. Remember Shannon Sharp? Shannon Sharp was just into this, right? I shot his video when I first started this shooting thing, but I never released it. Okay. But anyway, the OnlyFans model that Shannon Sharp was in cahoots with, I done research then, right? But roughly, he paid her the entirety of what he made for his NFL career. He paid her everything, plus I think like $500,000 more or something like that. The money he didn't give her, or the money he kept for himself, pretty much was what he earned for his forecast deals and stuff like that. But if you look at what he paid her, and if you then look at how much he made for the entirety of his career playing football, he gave her the entire thing. So Shannon Sharp, right? But can you imagine, once again, Shannon Sharp had to train forever. He dedicated his life to football, right? You have to do that to when you're the upper echelon of anything, you have to be dedicated. You have to beat a whole lot of people to get there, right? Shannon Sharp did it. And all the times he went from training, all the times he went to going to practice, to win, etc., eating right, lifting weights, you name it, right? And then he was a successful player as well. He took all of that money that he made for that and said, here you go, and gave it to this OnlyFans model. Look it up. He gave her everything he made in that, whatever. The other money he had was from his other deals and other jobs he had. But his NFL career, he earned, like I said, I wish I had the numbers, but let's say he earned $20 million for his NFL career. I think it was 14 years, right? He paid her 20.1 or 20.5 or something like that. Look it up. Like I've done a research, but I don't feel like bringing it up right now. But anyway, is anybody worth that? Huh? Because I gave you the short answer. No. That's the short answer. It is no. And the same way with this guy right here, with Sherrone Moore. I did it again. Will. Shut up, Stephan. Shut up. Sherrone Moore, same thing. Once again, $30 million. Like nothing else matters after that. He's done. Like he probably get another job after this, but it would not be that. You know, unfortunately, like he changed everything. Man, but yeah. So in my opinion, we need to find out why do we continue to do this? If it's something wrong with our psyche for real, it's something wrong when it's something wrong with men, with how men process women. It's something wrong. It's something wrong there. We need research done. Yeah, research done on that right there to figure out why the hell these men keep doing this. Because he's not the first coach that this has happened to. You know, dating somebody that's on his staff or what have you, and they lose everything. Is he not the first? He's not gonna be the last. It's gonna happen a lot more. Anytime you put women, if you have a powerful man right here, and you have women around him, regardless of how you look, those women want him, right? So men are not used to turning down women. That's just it. Women are used to turning down men, but men aren't used to turning down women. So when you work hard and you become something, and you're the best in your desired field, if you're the best in that field, women like power, right? So women are gonna want you then, and you see it. It's not even my opinion, right? But that's hard to turn down. It's hard. It just is. It just is. As you get older, it becomes way easier. But the fact that he was 30 years old, man, he had no chance. I'm telling you, he had no chance. None. Every woman they come across probably wanted him, especially when they knew who he was, right? It's bad, and I don't know what they're gonna do about it. But research needs to be done, okay? Because it's gonna happen next year. You after that, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, it's gonna continue to happen. But that's all I got like this. Okay, well, that's all I have for this video. We have a lot more coming. My consistency is on point. I want you to subscribe with that button right there, and I want you to watch that video right there. Then I want you to like, okay? If you do that for me, we'll be cool. We're on that road to 100, so get those subs up, man. Subscribe to the channel, man. I'm trying to do some things. Y'all see the consistency? Y'all see the loyalty? All right, I'm giving it to y'all. Right? Oh, pause. Okay. Let's see y'all. I'm out of here. All right. Have a good night.